Yeah, hello good people, welcome back to this amazing YouTube channel. It goes by the name Max the Vet, and I personally am called Maxwell, where you can see the kind of work ongoing here. Actually everything is proceeding in a tremendous way, so that we have to appreciate entirely what is happening, because the last time I was here I just give us synopsis of what is going on. I talked about Jiggers family. I talked about how they survive and everything. So for today, we are trying so that those things that I talked about, how to prevent the jiggers. One of it is about the dusty surface. Encourage these jiggers to be hiding inside the dust. So that is what has been doing, and you can see the house. The floor has been actually put some. It has been screeded, yeah, so as to prevent them from harboring, from penetrating, from hiding in those dust. To be realistic, yeah, when this type of work was starting today morning, you get that there were so many jiggers inside that soil. So as they were having there, they were surviving there, just to actually it was like it was waiting for the right time to predate, to attach themselves to the host, so that they can start the attack, their multiplication. The way we say that one thing about jiggers, you get that you see like these nails, they tend to eat near the nails, then they burrow towards inside. You get that they feed on the flesh inside. That's why I even went ahead and talked about the secondary infection that jiggers can do, and that is it can make somebody actually be lame due to the burrowing, due to the interfering of those every layer on the skin. And that is what let's say the Jiggers family were. It was making them the way they are. Yeah, actually the reason why the Jiggers family were helped is because of the children, because the children were attacked beyond repair, because those tungas, the way we call the jiggers, the tungas, they burrowed through their flesh, through their feet. They were unable to walk, they were uncomfortable. So that means it is something that actually interfered with them psychologically, mentally, even other, because the other time we talked about the spiritual healing, and you people saw that okay, it was not that successful, because what we have at hand, it can also result to the mental torture. And that's the reality, because this thing, when they are penetrating, when they are eating the flesh, they cause a lot of irritation, a lot of disturbance. So somebody cannot sit there in a free manner. So that means it really hurts a lot. So from here we are going to digest everything, because the way construction has been going, everything, I'll be introducing some of the individuals that I'm with them today here, so that they can be talking some things. Yeah, Lucas.
Yes. Oh. Okay. Welcome back to Max the Vet YouTube channel. I go by the name of Travel. If it's not the first time you're coming across this amazing YouTube channel, consider subscribe, like the video, always turn on notification if it's not turned on. And if you're watching from my side also, you can subscribe to Max the Vet. We are loading to 4,000. Yeah. I'm on the load for 3,000. Thank you so much. Very most welcome.
Okay.
Busy job.
You have been here. How is the things now happening? Because compared to other time, yeah, you can see the progress is really good, because they can see there's plastering, yes, side by side. Everything is going continuously well. Yes. So what can you say as far as everything is concerned here?
Okay. What I can say that there's a big progress, because one of the things that the small jiggers, the small things, at least they're reducing. Not that they've ended, but they're reducing. Another thing is that through doing the plastering over here, it is one thing that actually it is improvement of the house. Yeah. Also the house take another look.
Yes.
So there's a progress.
Okay.
Still taking place.
Okay.
Yeah. Although you have a long way to go, but you have to push it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Young man over here.
What's up?
Have you ever seen jiggers?
Of course.
Have jiggers ever attacked you? They have not.
Yes.
Okay. Because this is your first time coming here, yeah?
I've seen them. I've seen the Jiggers family.
Where did you see the Jiggers family?
In the hospital.
Okay, the other time we went with you in the hospital.
Yeah.
How was the scenario by then?
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad, yeah? But right now?
Right now, whatever I've been watching,
Yes.
kuna progress.
Okay. That is good. Okay. Beautiful folks, as always, this is Maxwell Lumumba coming live from a small village, and I'm going to talk about actually the Jiggers family. So this is a real story from the heart of this small village, a story of pain, a story of survival, and of hope slowly returning. This home that many people in the community call the Jiggers family. For years, this family has been living in a condition that many of us could never imagine. Their home was attacked by one of the smallest yet most painful parasite known to man as jiggers. Some people call them tunga penetrants. Jiggers are tiny sand fleas that burrow into the skin, most in the feet and toes, causing wounds, swelling, and terrible pain. They thrive in dusty, earthen floors, and mostly in poverty and in forgotten corners of the village. And the family that we call the Jiggers family became one of the victims. Okay, some times ago, that is a couple, 1 to 2 weeks ago, a YouTuber called Isginto found them in deep pain. The mother could not walk properly, yet children cried every night, and their feet were filled by wounds. The house had no plastered floor, no shoes, no clean bedding. They were living in what many called as jigger scars. But today, something beautiful is happening. The way you have seen when the video was starting, that something worthy documenting, something worthy celebrating. So today, the plastering of the floor actually began. The way you can see, right, the way the video was starting, the men from the village working together, plastering the floor of the house. This is not just about construction, this is healing. So this floor will change their story forever, because jiggers cannot live on a plastered or cemented floor. This means safety, dignity, and health for the family, and that is what is really happening. So before today, the family lived here on a bare, dusty floor. Every day they fought an invisible battle, not against hunger, not actually against anything that can't be seen, but against pain. Their children will wake up crying, scratching their feet. Some of them will bleed. The mother will sit outside, washing their feet with warm water, praying for relief. In this village, jiggers are not just a medical issue. They are a symbol of poverty and neglect. Many people laugh, but few understand the pain. The infestation is not only the skin, but also the pride of a person. It isolates family, it brings shame, and it kills hope. When we visited them for the first time, they were taken to the hospital. Doctors actually cleaned their wounds, treated infection, and gave them medicine. That was the first step of healing. But we knew, if we send back to the same dusty house, jiggers will come back. That's why today, this plastering is more than cement. It is a permanent solution. It is a declaration that this family deserve to live in dignity. And you watching this video can be part of the story. Look at the joy because when we last went to the hospital, at least the child could smile. The child who was 5 years old could smile, and he may not fully understand what's happening, but he knows that today things are really changing. Yeah, and the way you can see work is in progress. You can see teamwork here. That is, you can see Shem, who nowadays I usually walk with him. My brother is with me, carrying me everywhere I go with the hired field king, the motorbike. You can see, look at the traveler dedicating himself, spraying, working there as actually the foreman and everything. You can see the Itgintu, the dedicated individual who is doing everything, financing everything, is the coordinator, actually is the one coordinating everything all around. Yeah, and that is how we do teamwork. Look at the top masons. Yeah, they are doing tremendous good job. So you can see the teamwork here. Everybody is contributing. So some even are carrying water, others are smoothing the floor. It's a community effort. Even the local mason, you get that some of them can even volunteer part of his time, saying that I just want to see this family sleep in peace again. So step by step, the floor takes shape, smooth and strong. You can almost feel the difference already. A clean surface, safe for barefoot. As the plastering continues, the mother actually she's still in the hospital. She actually has been there in the hospital, and I never thought that this day would come. We have lived in shame. Actually, that is what she usually say, too long, and actually she can feel her relieved, because sometimes change doesn't come through big projects. It starts with simple act of kindness like plastering a floor. Let's take a moment to actually thank everyone who donates material, time or effort. Every bag of cement, every bucket of sand, every drop of sweat, all of it part of this transformation, and that is the reality. So we can see hope. Hope is not built in a day, but when a community decides to rise together, healing happens faster than we can actually imagine, and that's the reality. So the plastering is now almost complete. The floor is now shining, smooth and strong. The family will no longer sleep on dust. No more jiggers, no more pain. This is a new chapter in their life. One that beginnings right here on the cemented floor. So to everyone watching this video, thank you for being part of the journey. Even if you didn't send money, your time, your comment and prayers matter. So if you want to support more families like this, reach out. Together we can make village healthier, one home at a time. Before we close, let me remind you, jiggers are preventable. They doesn't have to destroy their lives. All it takes is hygiene, flooring improvement, shoes and awareness. Let's continue to educate, to care and to act. That's the reality. So this is Maxwell the vet, telling stories that matter, stories that bring change, stories that restore hope. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share and help spread this message, because in every small village there is a family like this waiting for the hope to knock on their door. Yeah, so that's it. Goodbye for now. Goodbye. Yeah, hello good people, welcome back to this amazing YouTube channel. This is one-on-one with It Gintu over there. We are just trying to contain what is happening here. We are trying to arrest what is happening here. So we are trying actually to succumb all those jiggers. From here I'll be heading so that I can digest, because it is getting late. I'm going to sit in a place, then we'll be digesting everything that will be happening from other. I'll be giving us the entire synopsis of how these jiggers manifest, how these jiggers came to occurrence, and we'll be doing everything systematically so that we get to know, we get to understand. So make sure that you watch this video till the end, so that we'll be learning a lot of things about the Jiggers, how these Jiggers family, the Jiggers, how they resulted to these premise, so that we can even the controlling measure, so that I'll be teaching us all those things because it is getting late. So I'll be ending this video from here, then I'll be producing and every other thing. Yeah, hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel that goes by the name Mark the Vet. I personally am called Maxwell Lumumba. Today's story is painful, emotional and real. So it's about a family living deep in the village, a family that people here call the Jiggers family, a name given not by choice but by the circumstance, a name born out of pain, poverty and suffering. So for those who are coming across this wonderful YouTube channel for the first time, make sure you subscribe, like, comment and share to other people so that they can be knowing what is going on. I personally am just a village boy with no land, with no money, just here as a content creator so as to make ends meet. So actually for today I want to take you on a journey to understand who they are, what they are going through and why their story matters to all of us, because sometimes the worst pain is not in the hospitals, it is in the home, hidden in the poverty. As I speak to you right now, the family is in the hospital receiving treatment for a condition that most people in the world might never even imagine still exists. That is Jiggers infestation. But before we talk about the family condition, we need to understand one important question. What are Jiggers? Where did they come from, and why do they still cause so much suffering in the 21st century? The story of Jiggers goes far back to the, actually it was the 18th actually the 18,000 18,000 or 1800s. The Jiggers, that we call them the fleas, they are also known as Tunga, which is believed to have originated from South America. History tells us that arrival in Africa around the late 1800s, most likely through ships that traveled from Brazil to the coast of Angola and actually spread inland. It is one of the smallest parasites known to attack human, yet one of the most destructive. The female Jiggers burrows into the skin, usually around the toes, soles and heels. Once inside, actually they lay eggs, causing intense pain, swelling, itching and sometimes serious infection. For those living in poverty, the effect can be actually devastating, because leading to disabilities, isolation and also the stigma. In villages like ours, Jiggers thrive well. People walk barefooted, live on dusty floor and lack clean bedding or proper sanitation. It is not just about disease of the skin, it is disease of poverty, neglect and forgotten humanity. So I'm going to relate this history about the village context, because when actually you walk in the village, you see children playing barefooted, old men sitting outside in mud houses, women fetching water from a distant wells. It looks peaceful from outside until you meet someone living with jealousy. The way you saw the Jiggers family, the family in the hospital, their feet actually are swollen, their toes are eaten away, some can't walk. Actually, some hide their legs because they are ashamed. And for this particular family, the pain becomes identity, because people believe to call them the Jiggers family. A cruel nickname, but it tells a bigger truth about how poverty shapes perfection. Because today, as you saw me, I was recording a video. The family is in the hospital. Their feet are being cleaned, treated, dressing. Doctors are volunteering, are helping, but emotional wounds are still deeper, because I wasn't there when they were taken to the hospital, but I've gone there, I've visited them, and I've even updated about the condition. I have seen home where they live, and today I've been there. The dusty compound, the torn mats, the broken floors, and quiet tears that fall when the camera is not recording. This is not just about jiggers. This is about actually the survival, about human dignity, about how some families are left behind, unseen, unheard. As you watch this, I want you to remember that behind every image of suffering, there is a soul, a child, a mother, a father, all hoping that someone, somewhere will care enough to help. And that's the truth, yeah? Because the way you say the Jiggers family, they are in pain. Huh? When I first heard about this family, I thought it was just another sad story from the village. But when I got closer, I realized that this was something deeper, something that speak to the heart of poverty, which is neglect and human endurance. This family actually has lived with jiggers for years, generation after generation. It becomes normal to live with pain. Actually, the children have grown up, because one of them is 5 years, another one is 2 years, watching their parents suffer, and their parents watched their children cry because they couldn't even walk. No one actually came to help. No government official, no health official, no neighbor, just whispers, laughter, and stigma. People say that the Jiggers family, don't go near them, they are cursed. But behind those wounds were human beings. People who once dreamed a better life. People who wanted education, work, dignity, but Jigger took that away from them. The first time I saw their home, that was today. I couldn't believe it. The floor was dusty, filled with broken mats. Children, actually, I'm being told that children sat outside, scratching their feet. And their mother sat on the corner, quiet, weak, and actually tired. Their feet swollen, covered with sores. Actually, someone had missed nails and skin. Each step they took was really painful, guys. You could see the fear in their eyes. You didn't know who actually would help them next, or if they actually heal completely, and thanks to it's Gintu. And yet, when I spoke to them, you get that they smiled. The smile broke my heart, because it was a smile of hope. A small spark of light is just like a place where darkness had to stay for too long. So now the family is in the hospital. A kind-hearted person helped them get there, and that is it's Gintu. They were admitted for treatment. Their wounds are being cleaned every day. Doctors and nurses are really working hard. The children are receiving medical attention, and for the first time in a long time, they are sleeping on clean beds. But the hospital treatment alone is not enough. They will need actually follow-up, care, clean bedding, new clothes, food, better home, environment where they will be returning. Without proper care, they will be actually reinfested again. And that's what we meant we must prevent. And that's the reality. You have seen, look at the traveler there, doing the fumigation, controlling to curb the situation, to succumb the scenario. But my message today goes beyond the borders of this village. It goes to the world, to everyone watching this video from United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, Jamaica, anywhere across the globe. This is not just a village story, it is a human story. If you are watching this, you can make a difference. You can help this family heal, not just physically but emotionally. Your support, no matter how small, can change their future. Imagine being unable to walk to school because of pain. Imagine losing your childhood to a parasite that could be prevented with the shoes, soap, and clean floors. That's the reality, and actually that's the reality here. And together, we can change it. And that is what I can tell people. When I look at this family, I see strength. I see people who never gave up, even when life gave them every reason to. So as we continue this story, I ask you to stay with us, because watch to the end, share this video, tell someone about them, because silence allows suffering to continue. But when we speak, when we care, when we act, when we give life and we give hope, we give humanity. Yeah, and that is what I really believe. Yeah, so when we talk about the jiggers, we are not talking about a small insect. We are talking about poverty. We are talking about neglect, the broken system. So you see, jiggers don't just appear out of nowhere. They thrive where the ground is dusty, where people walk barefooted, where children sleep on the floor, where clean water is luxury. This family didn't choose to live this way. They were not actually born into poverty. The poverty became their trap. When you visit their homes, you will notice that simple things missing. No clean floor, no soap, no shoes, no mattress, no hope. And yet, there are very things that will never have stopped this infestation long time ago. Because this is why we must talk about environmental hygiene and awareness. So let me explain how jiggers work, so you can understand the reality this family face every day. The jiggers, the flea, it's called tunga, lives in the soil, especially in dry, dusty area. When someone walks barefooted, the female flea burrows into the skin, usually around the toes, under the nails, and inside the skin they lay hundreds of eggs. They are actually get some swells, become itchy and painful all over the time. If untreated, it gets actually infected. And you people have heard the likes of It's Gene to look at the traveler saying that yesterday when they went to spray the disinfectants and those all things that they can be controlling the parasite, you get that they were bitten with those parasites. But that only happened within one day, and they were crying. What if they were the family there? What could they be talking about? Because the children, you can see the 5-year children have stopped going to school. Parents have stopped working. People become actually disabled, and cycle of poverty deepens. That's how a small insect can destroy a family's future. It's not just a bite, it is a chain reaction of pain, and that is what I can just tell you. So this particular family suffered more than others because they were completely isolated. No shoes, no medical care, no visitors. No, actually, they were seen as different, and people stayed away of fear. The infestation actually spread from one child to another, from children to the parent, and finally to others, until the entire household was infected. So what I can just say, the way we saw that the floors in their house, in their home, became a breeding ground and became no one proper treatment. The jiggers actually multiplied again and again. By the time help's arrival, and the damage was already severe, their legs became actually swollen. Some had lost nails, and walking was almost impossible. So what I can just say for now, that now the question is, what next? After hospital treatment, what can be done to stop these from happening again? Here, what this family needs actually is this. So a clean cemented floor or proper housing, because the soil floors are the main breeding zone for jiggers. Shoes for every family member. This single change can cut infestation by over 80%. Another thing is soap, clean water, and hygiene training. Washing feet daily is life. Actually saving in such condition. So another thing is about education and awareness for the whole community, because if the environment around them stays infected, it can come back. So last thing is about medical follow-up and nutrition support to help their wounds heal completely and to prevent reinfection. So these are not luxuries, they are basic human needs, and every person watching these can be part of the change, and that's the reality. So to my viewers across the world, from America to Europe to Asia to Africa, what you are watching right now is not a story meant to make you sad, but a story meant to awaken compassion. This family does not need pity, they need partnership. They need friends who care. They need people who will say, I see you and I will stand with you. If you can donate, share, or even spread this video, you are already part of the healing. You are already helping them walk again, learn again, and dream again. Because change does not always come from governments or organizations. Sometimes it begins with you and the person watching this right now. So, and that's the reality. So what I can just say as I'm concluding this video is that as the days pass in the hospital, something beautiful is happening. The wounds are healing, the swelling are really going down, the children are starting to smile again. For the first time in years, they are wearing clean clothes, they are eating proper meals, and their feet are being washed daily. When you look at them now, you can see hope returning, slowly, gently, like sunlight breaking through the clouds. This is what humanity looks like. When people come together, when compassion replaces judgment, when we stop seeing poverty as a curse and start seeing it as a call for action. Every time I think about this family, I ask myself one question: how many more families are suffering silently? How many children are in pain right now, hiding their legs under the old blanket? They are ashamed. How many parents have lost their dignity because they can't afford a pair of shoes? This is not just an African problem. This is a human problem, because poverty has no borders. And actually the compassion should have no limit. I want to speak directly to my viewers in America, Canada, Europe, across the world. When you help one family like that, you have not just removing jiggers, you are restoring dreams, dignity, and the right to live without pain. Back in the village, people are now starting to talk differently. Neighbors are asking questions. Some are cleaning their compounds, others are helping repair houses. That's the power of awareness. It starts with one story and it inspires many others to act. If this family can recover, others can too. But it starts with education, it starts with care, it starts with people like us watching this video, sharing it, and deciding to be part of the solution. No one should live in pain because of something preventable. No child should lose their childhood to a parasite, and no family should be defined by their suffering. That is what I can say. And what about the future of the family? The doctor say the family will soon be discharged. They are getting stronger every day, and when they get back home, we want them to return to their different life, a clean, safe and hopeful environment. That's why I'm speaking to you today. Together we can help build them a new chapter. Imagine this: a home with cemented floor, children wearing shoes, food on the table, smiles inside of pain. That's not a dream, that is actually goal we have achieved together. If you wish to help, you can reach out through it's Gintu, through Lucas the Traveler, through because in the video description you can get my contact. Every small act of kindness counts. Every share, every prayer, every word of encouragement, because this story not ending in pain, it's ending in hope. To everyone watching, thank you for giving me your time, your heart, your compassion. Today we told the story of one family, but tomorrow we can tell more stories of healing, stories of change, stories of hope. This video is not just a content, it is a movement. It is a movement of people who believe that no one should suffer alone. If you watched this video, please share this video, talk about it with friends, and if you can, support the family any way possible, because when we care, we heal the world, one act of kindness at a time. My name is Maxwell, and this has been the Jiggers family, the hidden pain in the village. Thank you for watching, and thank you for standing with humanity. Tomorrow is another day. Goodbye.